Dirty Diana update, start date midsummer. It has been a long year for Diana. The last update that we left you with, there was a lot that was not completed on the truck. We've got a lot of things that have fallen into place. We have made it to the dyno. We have a number now. We're going to change some tuning stuff that we've got going on. But as far as it goes, we are close. We're definitely close to making a hook on this truck. So what Adam and I are going to do, we're going to just do a walkthrough on hard part stuff that's changed, and we're going to kind of explain what Diana is as we go along. I mean, you guys understand what Diana is, but we get a lot of why. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Why aren't you using this? Why aren't you using that? Well, simply said, the products that we use on Diana, we sell and we deal with every day, day in and day out. And these products, all of these products, they are fully capable of being used on a competition vehicle. I mean, that's the long and the short of it. A lot of times, you know, the people try to design a better mousetrap when they're talking about, you know, for instance, just say fuel cells. As a retailer in a very competitive marketplace, we see a lot of different fuel cells that we sell. But you'll happen to notice that on a competition vehicle, sometimes you don't see the XYZ fuel cell that we sell. That's on a competition vehicle. There's a little niche, and guys have got to have they got to have this one fuel cell, or they're not really competitors. Well, that's all crap. And what we sell, the manufacturers that we offer, they all offer products that are totally capable of going on 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 horsepower pulling trucks, and we're going to prove that with Diana. So let's do our walkthrough, Adam. Let's show them what's changed. So back in early spring, one of the biggest things that we hadn't had done yet was we had not had our intercooler pipes done. A local welder here in town came and did these pipes. This is all stainless steel custom stuff, one piece, amazing. He did a absolutely amazing job. Came right in, brought the jigs in, did the pipes for us. Muy bueno. You know, Adam wanted us to say something about the S-Pod. S-Pod is is just an electrical center that we offer. Our off-road website, which is Thoroughbred Off-Road, is a source where you can get the S-Pod, but S-Pod has cleaned up a lot of the wiring for us. You know, Diana, and I haven't used this word before, this explanation of this, Diana at this stage right now is a rough-in. We realize that everything is going to change on this truck. How we set up this water tube is going to change. Where we, how we do the PCV lines is going to change. So a lot of this wiring is not cleaned up for final because it's all going to be changing, and it is evolving. And everything with Diana has been evolving. Everything with this pulling truck has been evolving. The day before we made it onto the dyno, we had some huge changes that we'd made in harmonic balancer and the way that was set up, some stuff that we'd found that just wasn't going to be able to live on this motor. You know, it's all a learning game. It is all a learning game, and honestly, we've learned from this too that it is patience is a virtue. Immediately when we start rushing on this truck, that's when we have other things that jump up out of the grass and bite you. So we've learned to try to be as patient as we can with it, and but you want to go. At this stage right now, we're desperately close to making a hook. I mean, we are desperately close to making a hook. Probably within, right now, this is last week of July. We're looking at sometime next week on making a hook locally. So we're really excited for that. The guys are super pumped for it. I'm pumped, to be honest with you, to get the truck back in here and get a few hooks underneath the guys' belts and being able to start cleaning some of this up and making this more of a show quality thing. So piping that we did, we got that taken care of. We changed up some orientation on our on our PCV line routes, we were actually using a Mishimoto catch can, and it was just too small of a catch can for what we're having here when we come up on big time boost. So we went to a larger catch can. We're actually going to make it out of that fire extinguisher that's over there in the bed of my old truck. We're going to fab that up and take all that into the fire extinguisher. So keeping with the redneck motif 100%. Now, so getting on the dyno, one of the things that we realized early on is our dyno roller setup, it's just a humongous hassle for us to put the truck on there with the 305, 315 tires or whatever in the hell they are. So we took outside wheels off and we went with single ones on roller. I set the parasitic file up on the dyno for single wheel parasitics. So we've got good accurate dyno numbers right now. Data, we are waiting to collect a little bit more data to be able to send that off and get some of the tuning in the truck refined. Where are we right now transmission wise? Transmission is living, which I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that a 48 slush box was going to live through this kind of power. But Suncoast has done an absolutely amazing job with this transmission. This transmission is still alive. We were struggling to find a lockup problem that we were having. My pin 7 ground was good, but come to find out my pin 1 in the 48RE harness, if you've got a manual valve body truck, my pin 1 did not have power to it. So once we got that fixed, that helped us take care of our lockup situation. Trans brake works perfectly. We brought in an Edge CTS into the truck. You may have saw our install video on the Edge CTS. We used a competition kit for the EAS devices with this. Picked up a boost reading, EGT reading, transmission temperature reading, some of the things that we're just trying to get some data and be able to record it, hopefully to add more channels to that as we need it. But you know, it's been such a struggle getting the truck here and getting it on the dyno and getting it running, and there's a whole different game that's going to happen now that we've got it on the dyno. We know what the truck's capable of, and getting it on the track and getting the sled picked up and getting it drugged down the track. So we're coming. We're very, very close. Hard part wise, we're done. We put some different bump stops in the front. We did some custom fabrication on some bump stop stuff. You know, that's really probably been just about it. You know, again, and it means a lot to me to be able to tell you about, you know, roughing it in, because when I look under the hood of the pulling truck, I'm like, gosh, man, I want to clean that wire up, and I want to put, you know, sheets on this, and I need to solder this and but it's rough in. So, you know, once we get set up, we're happy with where we're at, then we're going to start cleaning it up, and it'll be something when we throw the hood up on it, when we've got it, it shows. There'll be a lot of pride in it. So yeah, the Diana update today, you know, kind of a little bit slower, but that's where we're at right now. It's a hurry up and wait game for us to get it on the first 3.0 hook. So anything else, Adam? Am I forgetting anything? We're good. Probably rambled on a little bit longer than I should have. I apologize, but look for us. We hope to be at a county fair near you sometime. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching.